Hi, my name is Rachel Harzak. I'm in Coma 103 for summer 2. And 2. Nobody's home for 4 people, so I apologize. Gas prices back in November 1992 were $1.10. Today, they're $3.50. Can you believe that we paid $50 to fill our tank when back then it wasn't even half of that? Our prices have gone up incredibly in the last 20 years. The value of our dollar has gone up, and the value of our products have gone up. I was born November 18th, 1992, so I'm going to start with November 1st and go in chronological order for the month of November. On November 1st, Columbia S-52 landed. It departed near the end of October and landed on time on November 1st. It was also All Saints' Day, so it's a holiday that most people recognize, so I would say it would be a pretty blessed day for it to be landing on a safe travels. On November 3rd, Bill Clinton won against George Bush with 43% of the popular vote and 390 of the electoral votes. Bush was only in presidency for 1 term, so Bill Clinton did take over for his second term and his first term. Carol Moseley was the first black woman to be a part of the U.S. Senate, also on the same day Bill Clinton took over presidency. So it was a big day in our political history. On November 9th, Howard Stern, he actually started his radio show in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was such a hit that he ended up getting 2 radio shows, and one was stationed in Atlanta, Georgia, later that month. So it was a big hit for it to happen so quickly. On November 11th, the Anglican Church and the Church of England okayed female priests. This has been an issue for about 17 years that has been in the limelight, and it finally passed. It was a good 5.5-hour debate inside the Vatican, but it only was approved by 2 votes. So it wasn't like it was a landslide that everyone wanted. It ended up actually being a large debate for the next couple of years throughout parish parishioners and priests and deacons that actually left the church because they thought it was more of a political movement instead of a church movement. For sports, November 12th, New York Yankees signed Steve Howe for the 8th time he was reinstated. Now, Steve Howe was actually from Pontiac, Michigan, so right around the corner from us, and he's attended University of Michigan and played All-Star there. He was drafted the first draft in the All-Star game to the LA Dodgers, and he actually ended up dealing with a lot of addiction, and he wrote his own book, started his own framing company called All Stars Framing, and ended up dying just at the age of 43. He had a car accident, and his truck rolled over. When they did do an autopsy, unfortunately, there was meth inside that. So it was an unfortunate death, especially because it happened in 2006, so just a couple years ago. On November 17th, NBC Dateline actually rigged a crash test with General Motors. They rigged a test to show a crash accident for one of the trucks in General Motors. General Motors did not have it, did not agree with it, was really pushing this lawsuit because it was falsification. It was not okay to be lying about their company. Dateline actually did admit to rigging this test back about 4 months later in February 1993. Settled the lawsuit, made a new policy, and did kind of have to start from scratch in America to kind of build their reputation again. November 18th, which is my birthday, Denzel Washington made the movie Malcolm X. It ended up winning 2 Oscars awards, 19 awards besides the Oscars, and 7 other nominations. It was a huge hit and was rated 8 stars out of 10 on IMDb. For music-wise, obviously we all love Whitney Houston, but before I get to her, The Heights, I have a song, How Do You Talk to an Angel? And that happened in the first 2 weeks of November, was the big hit of theirs. And then, of course, Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You came at the end of November. It was about November 26th, 27th. Ended up hitting the all-time charts for about a year. Top 10 songs after that, according to Billboard. So November 1992 really impacted a lot of people. Going back to my parents actually, talking to them about it, they knew about a ton of the events, and of course I didn't because I was a month old, and I didn't hear about it afterwards. But now, today's day and age, talking to my sister here, she had no idea about these events also, and I think some of them really are hard to deal with. And the political events, the music events, the sporting events, like I had no idea. So Steve Howe was right around the corner. Actually has an awesome monument down in Pontiac for that reason. He played for the LA Dodgers and the New York Yankees. So